Hi, David Newren calling.
Hello?
Hi, this is David Newren.
Hi, David.
How have you been?
I am well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Where did we leave things on the last phone call? Was there anything that you had a question on subsequent?
I think the biggest thing is just, I know I want, the only thing, I don't know how to find still, like, what it is that I want. And as I was driving here, it's like the biggest thing that I want is just to feel love and to be able to be in a place where I can give love and receive love. And
Okay.
I'm not quite sure yet where that's at.
Okay. Well,
What it is I need to heal to be that.
yes. So the answer to that is actually fairly simple, although it's difficult to do. And you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I just parked.
So the answer is that the truth of you is only unconditional love, and the difficulty is that you're not experiencing yourself as that, because that's not in your focus. What you're focused on is the traumas and problems of life, and the danger it is to be a human. And so that's imagine how many different movies are being played, and how many different television shows, how many different podcasts are all going on at the same time now, and you could tune into any of them. And what you're tuning into is the experience of your body, and if you shifted to, and again, I don't remember what your religious background training is.
I was raised Catholic, but I'm spiritual now.
Yep. Okay, so let's say that there's such a thing as a God. They didn't quite get it quite right, but let's say there's such a thing as omnipotence, omnipresence, and that means that the consciousness of God permeates the entire universe, which means it permeates every body and it permeates everything. And if you simply choose to notice that, to change the channel and shift your attention there, or half or more of your attention, onto experiencing the fact that there isn't an atom in your body that isn't encapsulated within and without by divine love, and everything else is just a frequency and a vibration, and so if you experience that divine love within your own body, that kingdom of heaven within, then you experience yourself as love, and you can't not love the people you deal with. So that's the solution, be still and know that ye are God. Open up and give place in your awareness for that infinite and eternal nature of self.
So just to know that I already have it.
It's not that you already have it. You can't be that is you. And what you're experiencing is of contextual truth, shift and change. What never changes is the fact that unconditional love and universal consciousness and eternal presence is what's real. Everything else changes. And so the consciousness that you are, when you open to experience the truth that sets you free, the truth that sets you free is your divine nature. Your divine
It's the experience.
Yeah, so how do you have the experience? You know, you stop looking for answers outside of you. You know, you shut your eyes and you go within and feel your experience of your body. And then within your experience, be quiet there, be still there, and just watch.
Meditation. So just be still in meditation.
Be still in meditation, and then when you experience a little bit of relief where you can begin to feel gratitude, at the point that you begin to feel gratitude, that you begin for your life and grateful for your body, every aspect of your body's absolutely permeated by unconditional love that loves you with a compassion, but grants you infinite freedom to confuse yourself as much as you want to, you know, and so the truth is there to set you free. Always has been, always will be. The only question is when are you done being the you that you've been that doesn't know that doesn't live that doesn't experience that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just went to a family reunion, and I could see a lot of trauma in my family.
Yeah.
And how it's showing up in generations with my cousins and alcoholism, and families and the generations before us with abuse and sexual trauma and
control.
and I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Well, what it is an opportunity for you to be the one that changes it for all of your lineage. You know, it keeps being passed on because it needs to be resolved. You know, right. Because you're part of an endless string of life, and that life traps consciousness in so many different ways, and disables your being able to remember that you created everything, and that you don't have to experience reality in a diminished way, and one where you're confused and moving in fear. That doesn't have to be your experience of your life.
Yeah, it's understandable. Just I try not to get caught up in the logistics of things of like, I just emptied my 401k, and I'm just like, how long is this going to be able to sustain me? And I'm trying to trust the universe, but it's so like...
you do have to trust the universe, but you have to take the actions yourself. You know, the universe...
And I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what that is.
Well, the first thing to do is to open into a greater experience of your authentic self, your true nature. You know, because if you try to find your way out of a maze, not being amazed by the beauty of life, you know, that's the way out. The way out is to love it, even in the trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how can you love the life that's horrified you? You know, that's the question. Just by saying, yeah, I'd rather be alive than dead. I'm grateful that I'm still breathing.
And see, like lately, it feels like to experience love. I feel not that I'm not suicidal, but it was just like maybe I'm not meant to be in this dimension. Like maybe I'm supposed to love in a different place.
No, you're supposed to love exactly right where you are in this moment. That's the only thing that's real, that's the only thing that's true, that's the only thing that exists. You're here perceiving reality through your body, and where your body is where it's supposed to be. Now you can make new choices, but you have to take responsibility for being in your body right here, right now. And then to notice creator consciousness at the same time. And as you choose to notice that, then you recognize that it's you. You know, the truth of Christ, the truth of Buddha, the truth of Mary or Eve or Guan Yin, any being that's ever been divinely realize the same thing. You know, it's the truth that permeates every atom of this universe. And it's the truth of you. And all you have to do is choose to notice it. And then open up and relax in experiencing it.
Relax and experience it.
Yeah, you have to embrace the horrors of your existing life with appreciation and compassion and gratitude. And as you embrace them, you know them, you understand them, you know how to resolve them, and they actually resolve themselves once they've been loved a little bit. And the more you do that, the more you'll experience, you know, the truth that love is you. You know, but experience it. You can't give something that you're not feeling, and so you have to feel it first. You know, you have to be willing to feel an unconditional love permeating every aspect of you that supports all life and all consciousness universe-wide. So when you can begin to feel that within you, then you can begin to feel that on the outside of you, and you can feel that consciousness permeates every aspect of reality. And that's what's real and true. Everything else is just a contextual, temporary experience. But from that consciousness, you can choose better. You know how to love people. And that creates a radiance within your body that everything else in your body goes into a harmonic resonance with. You can't help it. And so that's how you fix it, by surrendering to the divine within you and letting go of everything else. Because any truth that's not transcendent, that's not universal and not eternal, that truth doesn't have a role in defining you and identifying you. Not to yourself. The self that defines you is your infinite and eternal nature. Then you'll be who you need to be. You'll be where you need to be. You'll be doing and saying the things you should do and say. And you'll be better for it, and the world will be better for it.
I'm getting ready to go to another family gathering in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been really anxious about it. It's to the point where I had to leave the house I've been staying in because my parents are there.
So you moved out?
Not yet, but I'm going to when I come back from Mexico.
Nah, just make your little altar there and sit in your meditation and let go of all of your frustrations of life and find your bliss, and then decide what to do.
I sit at my parents' home and I don't feel like I can rest. And I sit there and I just constantly am looking over my shoulder to see what they're going to do. I constantly feel like they're just going to barge in my room. I'm scared they're going to take away like my tarot cards and shame me over and over and over again. I feel like I'm 12 years old or 14 years old now.
Well, you could maybe give them a few evenings of appreciation for making your body and taking care of it until you're old enough to take care of yourself, and happy that they're still willing to share space and time with you, and you know they're doing the best that they can because of who they've identified themselves to be and what they've identified themselves to be. You know, everybody does. Everybody thinks that they're something that they're not, and then they act accordingly. And with full determination and full confidence that who they are in that moment is the truth, when nothing about it is true. It's made real in the moment, but that's all. It doesn't have to be real in the next moment, or what was real in the last moment doesn't have to be real now. You can be realized, enlightened, saved, remembered, experience your wholeness and your magnificent nature right now. So my question is, say yes to a tentative opening into your experience of that. Say it to yourself and open and let it happen to you. Because that's all you have to do is not say no.
To what?
To not being enlightened, to not being wise, to not being loving, to not being brilliant, to not being a master of this reality. All you have to do is stop saying that you're something else and making that true instead of what's real and eternal and universal about you. All you have to do is stop creating a lie. So give yourself a hand, give yourself a completion. Say, who I am in this moment is who exactly, in every degree, in space and time, is who I came here to be, was to be this right here and right now. And so congratulations, your life is complete. Your life purpose is complete. You've done it. You've won. You did it perfectly. Then you can relax and start letting go of the judgments that you have about the life that you lived and the context that you have and the context of the relationships that you're not so happy with. Then you can begin to be free within your experience of yourself. You don't have to be in fear. You don't have to hold on to trauma. You don't have to be suffering. You can let all that go. There's no reason to diminish yourself. There's no reason to judge yourself. There's no need to punish yourself. There's no need to confuse yourself or mislead yourself or misidentify yourself. There's no reason for anything other than your truth that moves through space and time, that encompasses all space and time, and every object in it. That's true in the body if you just choose to notice it, to say yes, that okay, I will experience that.
Yes, taking the invitation to experience self-love and to accept just where I am.
Yeah, instead of thinking about it intellectually, try it experientially. So, we know exactly who and what we are, and we're 100% wrong. And so how do we get out of that mess?
I would think it's just to experience life and life
Well, that's what we've been doing, is experiencing life. But we've been experiencing life as a result of the actions and the energies and the words that came from everybody else who didn't know who they were either. And so we created a map of reality based upon the inputs from kind of a nearly infinite number of people who were confused. And so, no, it's that the point is to experience life sublimely, to experience life consciously, and to experience life without judgment, without thought, without belief systems. You know, just a pure self-awareness that's open to everyone, that's open to everything, that is where you can find the universal within the singular, you know. Let that universal truth of you, you know, say hello to you. Why not?
The universal truth of me. Okay.
Yeah, but right now, not planning on the future, just the moment of now. You know, what would happen if you said, okay, yes, I'm choosing to open my awareness, open my energy, open my body to feel the truth of eternity and the truth of the universe, the truth of the consciousness that makes the universe possible.
Yes. I'm a little bit frustrated with like my past relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
It just goes over and over and over in my mind, and I'm not sure like how to get past that. Even though I haven't talked to that person in months, but I'm just like, why does that keep playing over and over in my mind?
Well, it depends on who you want to be in the future. You know, if you want to continue on with life as it has been, then just figure things out from your existing point of view, but take action. If you want a better result, then decide you're going to take a quantum step in consciousness and self-realization. And then do it. And not by reading every esoteric book on spirituality that ever existed, but simply by deciding that there's a very high probability that what I'm talking about is real and true. And all you have to actually do is open into an experiential understanding of that and let that change you. Let that shift your reality. Let that shift your experience of what it is to be human. You know, let the past go. It got you here. It got you to the now. You don't need it anymore.
Past. So just like accept of what happened and just let it go.
No. Don't think about any one particular thing, because every experience that you've had your entire life, except for a few epiphanies, have been made by yourself and other people when they're misidentified, when they're not self-realized, when they're not acting in their integrity and they're a fountain of living truth. They're being something else to that. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what somebody does when they're unconscious. They're going to act unconsciously. The only question of the moment is are you ready to wake up in this moment? Are you willing to be free in this moment? And so open up and find out. You know, open up and stay in the opening. Allow yourself to be educated by the consciousness of the infinite self that holds the universe in the palm of his hand, or her hand, or their hand, or maybe it's them hand. It's probably them hand. Them us.
Them us.
That's my new pronoun. Them us.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So try it. Try it. Just open your heart a little bit. You can shut it back down again as quickly as you want to, but open up and test the waters of a truth that brings it clarity, that brings it truth. It brings it a truth that frees it. That where all the pieces come together when you're able to say, oh, okay, that's why all of that stuff happened. Now I understand. There was a.
So open my heart to like, what do you mean, to like talking to that person again?
No, open your heart at all. Everything I'm talking about is this moment, not advice for the future. This is advice for right now. If you can experience a shift, a fundamental shift right now, then you can choose to carry that with you in the future, and then choose better.
I just feel like so distant from everything. It's hard for me to like compute it.
Yeah, well, let it get beyond your mind. Let it get through your identity. Let yourself consider the possibility that a miracle can actually happen to you. And you know how miracles happen to you? They happen when you open to a miraculous experience, when you ask for it and then you open to it. And then you don't shut down again before it begins to transform you. You stay in that opening. You stay in that transformative experience. You stay in that fire of that burns off and dissolves everything that has any lie in it, that has any confusion in it, that has any misemotion in it. All the judgment that you had from other people and all the judgment that you gave out to yourself and others, let it burn all that off, because that's clouding your reality.
How do you know when it is judgment or when it is a pure thing?
Have you ever been really happy? Have you ever felt that you loved everyone and everything, that the bliss was something that was real about you?
I'm sure I have. But
Well,
I think that was in a ceremony.
All you have to do is say, okay, I have experienced the truth, and I've experienced myself as the truth. Now I'm choosing to have that experience again right now. Not in ceremony, except this is a ceremony. This is your Art of Awakening ceremony. So, but it's without drugs, it's without sacrament. The sacrament there's a bunch of background noise going on.
Yeah, I'm at a truck stop.
Okay.
I'm at a truck stop, and I was trying. My car's not running, so that's why I let the windows down. Sorry. I'll put the windows up.
Oh, no problem. Okay. No, it was just those clicking noises, I guess. It wasn't things from outside the car.
Oh, it's my water bottle. It's my water bottle.
Well, that's okay. So are you willing to have an experience?
Yes.
Are you willing to have it right now?
Yes.
Okay, so close your eyes. And imagine yourself saying yes to experiencing unconditional love that already exists in your body. You just have to notice it, and then you'll experience it. Notice that it's there, and stay open to it. So your choice is to stay open in each moment and allow your noticing of the truth that sets you free, the unconditional love that's the authentic you. You allow yourself to keep noticing it and thus experiencing it, and that's what transforms your experience of life. And that then becomes your practice until you can't help but be that everywhere you go and everything you do. You know, that's the hero's journey. The great work, right?
The great work, yes.
Yeah, and that's how you do it. Every time that you notice that you're being a personality and being an identity, and you can take a moment for yourself, you just say, "Oh, I remember now. I'm here to be my wholeness, to experience my wholeness, to experience." Are you still there? Close your eyes, feel what it is to be you. And then notice there's aspects of you where things are less solid, freer, happier than in other parts of your body. And just kind of notice where that is in your body, where you like being you, where you like your life. And then notice in that experience, you can be grateful for your life. And in that gratitude, notice that you're actually willing to say yes to noticing your own divine nature right now. So, in the freest part of yourself experience the ultimate truth and the ultimate freedom of self. The universal and eternal creator consciousness that's you. In the body already, always has been, always will be, but you have to say yes to that experience in the now, or you won't have it.
Yep.
And then you have to stay open, and you have to keep saying yes. So how a miracle is realized is you notice that it's always been there, always been at the ready, always been willing. Transformation's always surrounded you on every side, and now you noticed it. And so now you open and let it have its way with you. You let it take away the pain. You let it take away the trauma. You let it take away the thoughts and the ideas and the belief systems. You let it take away the misunderstandings, the judgments. You let it have everything. Everything that's ever hurt you, everything that's ever confused you, everything that's ever misunderstood you, or you misunderstood it. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is if you're choosing to wake up or not, and experience what happens to a body when you do.
So, this sounds so silly, but I still feel dense on it. It's literally just trying to find it in my body where I feel the most love and where I feel the most freedom.
Well, I kind of did that one for you. You don't let that confuse you as a process. Just simply close your eyes again. Feel your energy. Feel your muscles. Feel your bones. Notice your point of view. Notice who you experience yourself to be mentally. Then notice that when you pay attention to that experience of your mental self, it can't stay the same. It immediately starts to melt away because it's fabricated, and too much consciousness will dissolve it. So let your created false nature dissolve away in the light of the scrutiny of you choosing to be self-aware, to notice your wholeness instead. And their experiential understanding of your own wholeness is what will resolve the unconscious effects of everything that ever impacted your body. Everything that ever got stuck in it.
Because right now at my parents' house, I just feel like exhausted. I just feel like I'm emotionally drained there.
I understand, but you're not at your parents' house right now, you're in your car.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you willing to open into right here while you're sitting in your car with your eyes closed? How much better are you allowing your life to become instantly in the moment, right here, right now? Life is exactly as you feel it right now, and now you're going to open up and stay open to more. Then all of a sudden you have a lightness, you have space in your body. The reality around your body kind of liquefies, and the separation between you and everything else starts to dissolve away. Because what you notice is that creator consciousness does permeate everything. And once you experience it within yourself, you can experience it everywhere. And when you experience creator consciousness everywhere, then with you in that state of consciousness, the people that you deal with will be at their very best. You'll be encouraging them energetically and consciously to make better choices for themselves, to let go of their confusions, to let go of their lies, and so they'll treat you better.
How does that happen when I can't control what other people do?
It happens by you experiencing enough of your truth for there to begin to be glowing within you a radiance that's irresistible. And when you can feel that in your own heart, and you notice that, then it begins to grow and permeate all of your body. And then when it permeates all of your body, it starts shining out from you. You know, it's what makes a saint. And all you have to do is notice it and let it happen. Then you can deal with others effectively in a loving way, one where they begin to have gratitude for you. They're happy to be around you. Have you ever felt somebody who just accepted you completely and just adored you and was somebody that you admired? Is there somebody that has life all together where you go, wow, what a great person? And that great person's just delighted with you? That's what it'll be like when reality gets a chance to reflect back to you the truth that you're radiating.
The truth. Sorry, it got hot in here, so I had to turn something on. Life will reflect back.
And again, it's not a concept. It's something that you choose to experience right now, and let it transform you right now. You know, so it's about actually awakening, not thinking about it, not talking about it, but actually having the experience. So, what if you actually woke up right now? What if now was the time, if there were a time set before you were born where, okay, right here at this point right now with David is when I've chosen to reawaken to my truth. And then to start the new phase of my life as being wise and capable, and masterful, and compassionate, and understanding. Say yes to that for you in your experience of now. And
I do say yes to this.
just say yes. Just say yes. And keep saying yes.
I do say yes.
Yeah. And then feel the response. Feel the opening. And choose to stay in the opening of being transformed by the yes for truth, your authenticity, your eternal nature. Yes to your experiencing that in the moment, in this now.
I think I'm trying to focus on the present because it feels like I'm supposed to be moving somewhere and I don't know where I'm supposed to be moving to.
I understand. I understand that. And you'll make a better decision about that if in this present you're not worried about the future. You're worried about your experience of how much you can open in this now. You know, so just gather yourself back and say, okay, I'm here to surrender everything that's not free within me.
I'm going to write that down so I'll forget.
Well, apparently that's going to be your painting. I'll put that on a painting tomorrow.
Okay. I surrender everything that's not.
Yeah, so just notice that just listening to this and considering it and wondering about it. Notice how much lighter your body feels already. You know, remember what it was at the beginning of the call. Now notice how much less anxious you are. And then ask yourself, am I willing to let all of this anxiety go right now? Say yes to that and open and experiencing you're letting go of that. See, it's not just asking for it and then figuring out how to make it happen. It's asking for it and then just opening to the transformative experience of it. That's it. There's no pathway. There's no process. There's just a choice, a decision, the request, the opening, and then stay in that opening until your request has been fulfilled. You can't keep shutting it down and have a transformative experience. So say yes and stay in that yes continuously. Say yes to living as a transcendent truth, and then experience that in this moment, and keep experiencing it in each new moment. Actually allow yourself to have a transformative experience right now. It's okay. Apparently it's very popular and everybody's doing it now.
It's the new fad, right?
It's
the new thing.
It's a new fad, and it's come around to you. Just because you're the first one on your block, so to speak, doesn't mean that it's not going to consume the world.
I'm trying not to look at my surroundings as a reflection of me. I'm trying to
no, your surroundings are a reflection of you. That's the problem. The problem is entirely your experience of yourself. Because you're someone who's upset with their reality, and the reality is acting according to that. You know, you have to change your inner experience to change the outer experience. It's not the other way around. You don't go out there and fix the outer. You fix the interior. You fix the source of the problem, which is you. Everybody is the way that they are because you are the way that you are. You're the responsible party in your universe.
So how is it to stay in a place where, like, I've left it before and I was a little peaceful, and then I'm coming back to it and there's just so much more things that are being triggered there?
Yeah. Well, find the peace in yourself right now, and you'll bring that peace into everywhere you go, and it'll shift that reality. Open up and be free. Just let it happen to you right now. You've created your reality the way that it is. How you uncreate that is by changing yourself, opening into your self-realization, opening into your wholeness. Then that reflection of you will come from your wholeness instead of your limitations. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So What's it like to experience your wholeness? Just ask the question and then let the answer come to you and educate you on it. Be open to the experience of what is it to know your own wholeness, to experience your own self-realization, to understand reality as it is. And reality as it could be if everybody was noticing the divine nature of everyone else. I'm finally beginning to say yes a little bit. This is starting to go nice for me, thank you.
Just going yes to experience all my wholeness.
Yeah.
Open my heart and just say, okay, and just being open to it.
What if the truth of you were a goddess who went to sleep and didn't wake up again? And then had a whole lifetime in a dream state, in a misidentification, and couldn't figure out how to wake up. What if that's true? What if that's you? And all you have to do is notice that you have been sleeping. Now it's time for your awakening. And let it happen to you. You know, do you have to make yourself wake up in the morning? No, it just happens to you. And so does self-realization. It just happens when you open to it and let it. Stop saying no. You know, let go of everything that you're hiding on so tightly to that you can't flow freely. You know, you're supposed to be here flowing in a graceful bliss and exuberance for life that is intoxicating to everybody else. Me too. I'm not saying I am at all. But I am saying that what I am saying is true. And if you try it on for size, if you test it, if you open and experience it, it'll be a lot easier for you than it is for me, because I'm the most fucked up person I ever met. So I have a long ways to go. Not that I haven't come a long ways from where I was, but I'm still a long ways from full realization of my truth. That's for darn sure.
You're just learning. That's what we came to be, is to learn.
No, we didn't. We already know everything. We didn't come here to learn. No. We're the knowledge.
At least
No.
to experience it as David. Or
Oh, okay. Now that is 100% true. You know how I know that? Because that's what I'm experiencing. I'm experiencing myself as David, and I'm experiencing my life exactly the way it is. So that's what I came here to be, up until this moment. Now, do I want to change that? Do I want to open to more? Do I want to open into freedom? Do I want to open into truth? Do I want to open into bliss? Or do I want to stay in a dream? Do I want to stay in a story? Do I want to stay in circumstances that are painful to me? Fuck no.
No. No, I want to be in abundance, and I want to be able to
Yes.
spend time with people.
Yes, but you won't be the same person, because the way that you feel life right now distorts your identity to such a degree that you can't see how fucking magnificent the truth of you is. You wouldn't be able to contain yourself with the delight of your life if you were living your truth. So, and it's real simple. All you have to do is say, okay. Okay, I'm ready.
It sounds so simple.
It is simple. Just let it happen. Quit saying no. Quit saying something else is real. You keep saying that your parents are real, and you keep saying that all these other unconscious people are real. They're not. They're just pretending. Everything about them is a pretense. Everything about them is a misunderstanding of truth to the point where they're living a lie. So stop it. Quit worrying about people being people. That's what they do. That's what they do here.
I know. So they do it here. I know I'm like right. I'm very close. It's almost like I'm on a high dive, like on a high cliff. And you just have to jump.
Look, I'm going to kick you in the ass right off that high dive right now. You know, you got no choice. Look, you already had a call with me. You know what happens, so fucking jump. It's time. It is time. You know, say yes to you.
I don't even know what's holding me back from it.
You are. Your inability to say yes, your inability to experience freedom as your own nature. It's not something that's created, it's something that's already real and already true. You're just dreaming a lie. And all you have to do is let yourself wake up. Say, okay, I'm done with the dream. I'm done with the story. I'm done with the... You know, how many grudges do you save from your dreams? You know, are you gonna be complaining about a bad dream that you had 20 years ago? This life is a fucking bad dream. All you have to do is let it go. Quit living it. Wake up from it by saying yes to your truth, yes to your eternal nature, yes to your divine self, yes to eternity. And experience that in your body as your life. And then you can begin to enjoy it. Then you can begin to love it.
I know there's nothing to try to do, but it feels like I'm supposed to be doing something. I feel like there's a problem, an equation in front of me, and I don't know what X is. That's what it feels like.
I know. That's what it feels like in a dream. Just awaken within the dream. Don't wake up from it. Wake up within the dream as the dream body that you have, as the dream crazy people reality that you have. Just wake up in that dream and know the truth that you're dreaming and that everybody else is dreaming. But you're awake now. And you're here in the dream, in a body, as the creator of this fantastic fake reality. How about that? Why not that?
My ego is loud. Oh.
You know what? It's a flip. No, the ego gets to win. You know, ego, karma and ego. Listen, you're the one that gets to be right. You're the one that gets to win. You're the one that gets it all. Quit hurting yourself by demanding that you're the one that knows what the future should be. You're the one that's upset with reality. You're the one that's upset with other people. Surrender to the truth that sets you free. It's the ego that gets to be free. It gets to unwind from all of the confusions, all of the lies, all of the belief systems, all of the thoughts, all of the judgments, all of the traumas. What's the ego without all of that? God. God, Goddess. Awaken within the dream. It's your right. It's your privilege. It's your bliss. If you do, I will.
What's that?
I said, if you do, I will.
Well, of course you will. That's how it has to be.
Yeah, so do it already. I'm waiting my turn. I'm letting you go first.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's not true. You're supposed to
okay, here. This isn't too much to ask of a divine creator goddess. No space, no time, no separation. Divine creator goddess manifest as Carmen. Would you beautifully move through Carmen energetically and consciously right now in such a way that I experience the universal and eternal divine grace and unconditional love of Carmen right now in such a way that I can't hold back my truth from her experience of me? See, now it's not your mind in control. Now it's not your ego. There, you see the flow begin now? You feel that?
Like that curiosity, that fun.
Yeah, you're flowing. You're giving space for me to be free. Thank you. And that's all you get unless you got another $1,000.
I don't have $1,000. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for my 401k to come in. It's driving me. Try not to be attached to it.
Well, it'll happen if it's yours. So,
Of course it's mine.
in the meantime, enjoy the moment. Take this time of waiting and experience truth. The truth of eternity and the truth of the universe, the truth of your eternal, authentic self. When you're waiting, that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, I'm waiting on something to happen in this reality. Oh, okay. I'm going to use this really valuable time to fill up the tank of my experience of the universal truth of all things. And why not?
Why not? There is no why not. You just have to do it. You just have to jump.
All you got to do is open and receive. It's already trying to get in every crack of your Humpty Dumpty, not yet broken shell. You know, fall off the ledge and break up. And even all the king's horses and all the parents of you and I and brothers and sisters and ancestors and friends and enemies and everything, they can't put us back together again. We're free now. Break the you that you are into infinitely tiny pieces and let them dissolve away and reemerge as the goddess awakened within the dream of life as Carmen. Why not? Why not? Right here, right now.